just been listening to Heart Christmas in the car in an attempt to make myself feel more festive, because I'm feeling a bit flat this week. If you don't already know, we lost little Matilda, our ratty, on Sunday, and while she was old, it was not like something that we were like banking on. I honestly thought that she had one more Christmas and then we would probably lose her last year, but it just sort of came out of nowhere. But that can be quite common with rats, I think, and we think it was just old age, but it absolutely broke my heart, and she died in my arms, which was horrible. And it's just like, I know some people won't get it, which is fine, because like not everybody is an animal lover and not everybody likes rats or can get past like the tails and stuff like that. But I feel so sad, and we've lost, like in the last couple of years, I've lost my granddad, I've lost Romeo, I've lost Wednesday, I've lost Remy, and I've lost Matilda, and it just feels a bit like it's following me around and I'm fed up of it, which I think is a normal reaction. But then also I do understand that like it's a choice that you make with pets, because you enter in being a pet owner knowing fully well that you are going to lose them and that they don't live as long as they should. So I understand that, and I always knew that, but it doesn't necessarily make it any easier, and it doesn't change the fact that I would probably do it over and over and over again, just because they are so worth it. And yeah, it just made me feel a bit crappy and flat. And the day before we put our Christmas tree up, you'll have seen, and we were so happy. I'm feeling so like festive, and you know, speaking before that I do find this time of year hard, because the last time I actually saw my granddad before he passed away was on Christmas Eve, so that can always be quite a hard day for me now. And I'd been working really hard to like amp up the festivity, and I had like a really like nice week and stuff, and then now I just feel a bit like, and it's a bit heavy, isn't it? And it's just one of those things, like the kids are the same, like you can tell the Daisy and Stanley in particular just don't want to go to school this week, and a bit like sad. And last night I cancelled any clubs and we just had like a cozy evening in, because I just think that that's what they needed. It only happened on Sunday morning. It's just a lot sometimes, isn't it? But I'm fine, like I'm fine, and I understand that this is part of life, but I guess it just doesn't make it any easier. But I am just here today. I thought I'd bring you along because it's something different. I am picking up a load of sort of Black Friday-esque deals and orders that we've made, because click and collect is just that much cheaper. Like coming here today, this retail park in particular has 3 different orders that I'm collecting, and that probably will have saved us nearly 15 quid, which at this time of year counts for a lot. So I've got to go to Dunelm, Smiths and M&S. I need to grab a couple of foodie bits from M&S anyway, so that works out really well for me. And I just thought I'd bring you around. I also want to nip into Superdrug because I need some more deodorant, and I want to try and find a affordable like eye cream, just because at this time of year I must be really sensitive to weather changes. I've noticed that, and my under eyes are super dry, and obviously I've been really careful with making sure that any actives that I've been using and stuff aren't going near that area. Like I use tretinoin with like Skin and Me and things like that, so I've been really careful. But it doesn't seem to matter, because I feel like my eyes, when it's really cold, they will water, and that's what sort of starts off that sort of irritation. So I want to try and find something like that, and my aim is to get this done in an hour, because I need to get back, and I've got so much stuff to do, like work wise. I've got things to wrap up before the end of November because they need to go live, and I've been trying to cram everything in today. I've already been on a walk with my nana this morning, but we didn't go for a coffee like we normally do, because well, she had stuff to do anyway. She wanted to go to post office and Aldi, but for me personally, I couldn't. Like, I really needed to get back and crack on, and I really need to pick these up today, because Smiths have started doing this thing where if you don't pick it up within a certain time frame, they cancel your order, and then they charge you like £2. But the time frame now is 48 hours, which like most shops do like 7 days, so it's been a bit like pants. But let's go and get some stuff done, and maybe when I've got everything back in the car I'll like show you what I picked up and stuff. But it's just going to be a short and sweet one today, but hopefully you enjoy coming along anyway, because I know you're probably all in the same boat and doing a similar thing. Right, we're going to start with Superdrug because it's the closest. Okay, so it's quite busy in here, but I've got these deep action blemish stickers from Superdrug. They're like the star ones, but like a lot cheaper. They're for bill stocking. I got myself a vitamin E eye cream that was on offer for like £3. It's just a Superdrug one again. And then I'm picking this up for Daisy stocking as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything that Stan would like, but he's still quite young, isn't he? Okay, we've had a little switch around and I've got these for the boys instead, because I think Bill will really like the texturising powder and Stan could do with like a little hair wax or something. So put the spot batches back because I think that Bill will like these more. I really want to get some, but I made a huge batch of cookies last night, so we're going to have to walk away. Now we're off to my children's motherland, Smith's. Here we go. So this is why I like online shopping, because everywhere is rammed to the point of like I come here a lot to pick stuff up and I don't even recognise it. I feel like it's a completely different place at the moment. What I'm going to do is quickly stuff a sandwich because I'm Hank Marvin, and then we're going to go and pick up the last parcel, and then I will show you everything that I bought, I think, when I get home, because Mark needs the car. He wants to go to the post office after that. So, or after this rather, so I'll see you in a sec. Someone's car alarm's going off. I got myself a peach and raspberry water. Quite like that. I like flavoured water. And I was going to get a festive sandwich, but I'm obviously in a bar humbug mood, and I was like, no. And then I saw this, and it's like, backed by popular demand, chicken tikka on deliciously creamy on a malted onion seed bread, which sounded delicious. And I really appreciated the old packaging, you know, the St. Michael. Do you remember that? Reminds me so much of my grandma, because when she'd ever look after us in the holidays, which was probably most of the time really, we'd always end up at M&S with her. We used to go on the bus and help her carry things back. But I'm going to quickly eat this, and then we're going to whiz over to Dunelm, which really admittedly isn't that far away, but it's easier to get out of Dunelm and you can avoid the scary roundabout, so I think I'm going to do that. And then get home, I'll show you what I picked up, and then I've got so much stuff to do once I get home, it is ridiculous. So there's a bite for you, nom nom nom, and I'm going to eat all the rest. To be fair, that was really good. Okay, this is definitely why we shop online. I mean, okay, click and collect to save us some money, but that was, I didn't enjoy that. I really did not enjoy that. Dunelm, I kind of regret driving round to now, because that has its own car park and it was absolutely rammed, and I have a mum bus and I managed to reverse into the tiniest space by the skin of my teeth. But when I was getting out, I was like, it was a bloody good job really that I've lost a bit of weight, because otherwise I'd be flipping stuck in there. It was so busy, and there were just so many like people everywhere, people picking orders up, people doing like this Christmas shopping. It's just chaos. But from Dunelm, I got this, and you'll notice here it says £25. I think I got it for like 8 or 10, something like that. And it's one of those cuddle cushions, and basically the kids have kind of already written like a rough Christmas list, but Stan's preference was he would like some plain grey bedding, and I was like, okay. But I found one that he liked, like, because he didn't want anything on it, which is really, really difficult to find, might I add. And then I thought, I don't want to just give him like an £8 set of bedding. So I saw this in sale as well, and I thought that'd be so cool in his bedroom. He's clearly growing up, and he still loves his football and stuff, but I'm wondering if he might stop dropping a few like hints in the new year to maybe update his room. I think because he's seen Bill have his done, obviously Stan's thinking, oh, maybe that's a bit more of me, but we'll see. And then speaking of like Stan and like football, this is one of his presents. So it's a Kickabout interactive trainer, and it's one that you can use inside. Let me read it. 2 game modes, target with LED lights, electronic scoring, and 60-second timer. So you kind of like, it will tell you what to do, and you've got to kick it in the right like hole and stuff. And that was on offer with Smith's down to like, I think it was like 40 something originally, and we got it for £29.99. And then while I was also in Smith's, one of the things on his list, it looks like I've only just got stuff for Stan, I haven't, it's just that we were like sort of further behind with his like sort of presents, because he's actually, out of like all 3 kids, he's sort of the simplest to please. Like, he doesn't really want for very much. Whereas like I feel like Daisy, she can give you a list for years and she'd still come up with ideas. But one of his things that he really wanted was XL cloud slime. Now this one says butter clouds, and it's a silky buttery compound, but it looked quite cool, and it smells like strawberry patch, and it's like multicolored, like red, kind of a pink and white. And I thought, well, it's like, it's got cloud in the name, so I'm hoping it is like some sort of hybrid. And he wanted an XL one. This is quite a big tub, and that was £8, which I thought was really good value. It was in like on and off. And then another thing I picked up with 2 of these, and I was looking for them like online for like, you know, over this week while everything's on offer and stuff, just to see where I could get it cheapest. And you can get them at Smith's, but when you look for them online, they're on offer at the moment for like £1 something, which is really good value. But you can't order them, and they're only pick up in store, which I understand because they're very, very small. But the only 2 that I could find that were left were these pickleball little mini thinking putties, which are perfect stocking fillers, and these are like kind of going round my kids' school at the moment, so I am wondering whether or not this is going round your kids' schools too, along with those pens with the animals on, the erasable ones. I forget what they're called, but we have loads of those in our house. I showed you the Superdrug stuff. I got these for me. This is the deodorant that I wear to the gym because it really like helps with like sweat. I got that eye cream that I showed you, and then I also thought I would try this Got To Be dry shampoo. It's apple and sandalwood, which really like spoke to me in terms of a scent. And this is the extra fresh version, so I'll like report back if that's any good. Those are for me, and then obviously I got like the hair things that I mentioned. So this is like a powder, and he doesn't really like a sticky hair, so this is more his thing. And then Stan, I got the Phenomenal Moulding Paste, and that was like that. And I thought they would be nice little additions to stockings. And Daisy already has quite a lot, but I got her the Vanilla and Coconut Days body spray because I thought that'd be a nice one, put it in school bag or something like that. And then just because they were really cheap and cheerful, they're only like £1 something each, I got shower gels, just because again they're just nice to have. And actually things like that, at least for my kids, make them feel really special because they feel like they've got their own one, which I'm sure if you've got siblings, especially 3 for some reason, it's a very interesting number of children to have sometimes, they will fight over the weirdest things. So I feel like having their own thing to use in the shower makes you feel really special. And I remember as a kid, especially when I got round to their age, if I had like new stuff for Christmas Day, like new socks, new underwear, new outfits, new like body wash or spray. I loved getting ready on Christmas Day. It made me feel really special to have all of those things. I'm really grown up, so I'm hoping to emulate that with my kids as they're sort of like getting older now. So that was everything from Superdrug, M&S. I showed you really. Oh, did I show you? I can't remember. I just got some French fries because we're running low. I got some wraps because the kids are having crispy chicken wraps for dinner and we've run out of wraps. I got some buttermilk pancakes, red velvet ones, for breakfast tomorrow. Because I like them because there's 6 in a pack, so that means 2 each, and then I do like yogurt and fruit and then fruit juice, and that will make me very happy. And then, 'tis the season, I got festive Collins and festive Tasty Pigs. And actually, I'm happy about the caterpillars because they're like little cute shapes, and normally you get those, what are they called, candy cane ones, which are like quite big and they're a bit of an odd taste. So I think these are a better option. M&S, well done. And then I got the Naughty and Nice piglets, and then to collect from M&S is the final thing, are these for the boys. Daisy doesn't need one because hers is still huge on her, but I got these matching because they were on the sale, and they are like Oodies. Bill's has a rip in the shoulder, Stan's has a rip in the pocket, and I think I got them for something like a tenner or something like that. So that's Bill's and that is Stan's, and those are like something that I know they will really like enjoy. It's probably not something that's necessarily on the list, but it's something that they need. And then Bill hasn't got like loads of stuff because he's going for like a big ticket item for Christmas, with support from family who are like chipping in as well, because he wanted to get the new Switch too, and the bundle that we're getting him is like 415 quid. So some people are chipping in for that, and then obviously he's got like a stocking and stuff, but he was like, literally it's all I want. So if like I'm able to get that with like other people, because obviously like budget wise, we don't spend like 400-500 quid on the kids. I just don't think that's realistic. I mean, maybe people do, but also we got 3 kids, so it's a lot. But I'm still trying to get him like little things that are really nice for a stocking that I know he'll appreciate, and like we do snowman presents as well. And then like his father Christmas present is going to be this, I think, with like maybe something else that I can like, because obviously Daisy and Stanley still believe that I don't want to ruin that by Bill not having anything, because that would genuinely upset them. So we're trying to navigate all of that. But that is, yeah, that's where I'm up to, and I've got so much stuff to do now. I've only got like a few hours left before I need to get the kids, so I have to love you and leave you. But I hope you came. That's a weird thing to say. I hope you enjoyed coming along and it was useful, if it gave you any ideas and stuff. And obviously I will try and do a stocking video very soon, because I've actually finished that now, I think. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll hopefully see you all very soon.